What is up, Nexus crew? Get ready to have your minds blown because the gaming world is spinning faster than a speedrunner on caffeine. We've got some absolutely massive updates dropping that you need to know about, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of this. From surprising performance quirks on the latest hardware to exciting new hardware reveals and game-changing accessories, the pace of innovation is relentless. Are you sitting down? Because we're about to dive headfirst into the most electrifying news that's shaking up the PlayStation landscape. Stick around, because this is PS5 Nexus, and we're bringing you the heat. First up, a major title is making waves, and not necessarily in the way we expected. We're talking about a highly anticipated remake that's showing some unexpected performance issues on the next-generation console. Is it a bug, a feature, or something else entirely? We're breaking down the details that have the community buzzing. Then, get ready for a visual feast as another title promises to push the boundaries with stunning new enhancements. We'll explore what this means for your gaming experience and whether it lives up to the hype. And that's not all. We've got a glimpse into a special edition console that's turning heads and a look at some slick new accessories that could elevate your setup. You do not want to be left out of this conversation. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. PS5 Pro stumbles on Metal Gear Solid Delta performance. It's a surprising turn of events that has the gaming community talking. The highly anticipated PlayStation 5 Pro, a console marketed for its enhanced graphical prowess, is reportedly running Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater with noticeable performance dips compared to the standard PS5. This revelation comes from detailed analysis by Digital Foundry, a reputable tech review outlet, whose findings suggest that the Pro's advanced capabilities aren't translating into a universally superior experience for this particular title. The core promise of the PS5 Pro revolves around its beefed-up GPU and the integration of Sony's proprietary PSSR, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, upscaling technology. This combination is intended to allow games to achieve higher resolutions, improved frame rates, and better overall visual fidelity, often enabling players to enjoy a best-of-both-worlds scenario where performance and visual quality coexist. However, the early performance tests for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater paint a more complex picture. In visually demanding environments, such as the game's iconic jungle setting, Digital Foundry observed that the PS5 Pro's performance mode achieved a resolution of only 756p, a figure lower than the 864p seen on the standard PS5's performance mode. While the PS5 Pro does offer advantages in motion, with its upscaler handling elements like swaying grass more effectively, the static image clarity was found to be less refined when compared to the base PS5. Perhaps more concerning for players is the impact on frame rate. Digital Foundry's analysis indicated that the PS5 Pro's average frame rate during gameplay was actually lower than that of the standard PS5's performance mode. Specific examples cited include dips below 60 frames per second in certain areas of the game on the PS5 Pro, while the standard PS5 maintained a smoother experience in the same spots. Although the PS5 Pro shows improvements in interior environments, the outdoor sections of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater are described as a clear, unexpected downgrade in performance. This situation is particularly noteworthy given that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, the game being remade as Metal Gear Solid Delta, is the chronological beginning of the beloved Metal Gear saga and is considered by many to be its finest entry. Konami's decision to entrust the remake to younger developers, aiming to pass on the legacy of the franchise, adds another layer of interest. However, the current performance disparity raises questions about the optimization process for third-party titles on the PS5 Pro. As Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is slated for release on August 28th across PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC, these early findings are crucial for potential buyers evaluating the hardware's capabilities. The community reaction has been swift, with many players expressing surprise and disappointment. Discussions online highlight concerns about whether this is an isolated issue or a broader trend for third-party games on the PS5, pro analysts are weighing in on the importance of developer optimization and Sony's role in ensuring a consistent experience across its new hardware. Hold on tight, because the story of PS5 Pro performance is far from over. Next, we're shifting gears to a title that promises a dazzling visual upgrade, and it might just be the redemption arc we've been waiting for. Lost Soul Aside boasts enhanced PS5 Pro experience with ray tracing and dynamic 4K. As anticipation builds for several long-awaited titles, Zero Games action RPG, Lost Soul Aside, is gearing up for its release, promising a significant visual upgrade for PlayStation 5 players, especially those with the newer PS5 Pro console. Game director Yang Bing recently shared details on the PlayStation blog, highlighting the game's enhancements, which include dynamic 4K resolution, advanced ray tracing features, and a commitment to more stable frame rates, aiming to deliver a premium experience for fans. The enhancements detailed for the PS5 Pro version of Lost Soul Aside are comprehensive. Players can expect ray tracing to be implemented across various visual elements, such as realistic reflections and shadows, as well as global illumination effects, all rendered in dynamic 4K. This means the game will adapt its resolution on the fly to maintain performance while still delivering a sharp and detailed image. Beyond these core graphical improvements, the game will also feature higher texture quality, leading to more defined surfaces and details, and more intricate particle effects, adding a layer of visual flair to combat and environmental interactions. Bing expressed the team's hope that these additions will allow players to truly feel the heart, detail, and care poured into every aspect of the game, regardless of their chosen platform. While specific frame rate targets were not provided, the emphasis on a higher and more stable frame rate suggests a focus on fluidity and responsiveness, crucial for an action RPG. This, combined with the visual upgrades, aims to create a more immersive and engaging gameplay experience. The inclusion of NVIDIA DLSS 4 support at launch for the PC version also indicates a broader commitment to leveraging cutting-edge technology to optimize performance and visuals across different platforms. The game is set to launch on August 29th for both PS5 and PC, with PC requirements already detailed, outlining the specifications needed to achieve optimal performance, including ray tracing at ultra settings. This news comes as Lost Soul Aside has been in development for a considerable time, making its imminent release and the promise of robust next-gen enhancements particularly exciting for its fanbase. The contrast with the reported performance issues of Metal Gear Solid Delta on the PS5 Pro further emphasizes the varying degrees of optimization and technological implementation across different titles. Lost Soul Aside's detailed graphical and performance enhancements position it as a potential showcase for the PS5 Pro's capabilities, offering a counterpoint to the earlier performance concerns. Audience impact. Players are expressing excitement about the visual fidelity promised for Lost Soul Aside, with many eager to see how the ray tracing and dynamic 4K will enhance the action RPG experience. The mention of improved frame rates is also a key point of discussion, as stability is often prioritized by players. But will these impressive upgrades be enough to capture the imagination of the gaming world? Next up, we're diving into a special edition console that's set to make a splash with its unique aesthetic. Ghost of Yotei Limited Edition PS5 console and accessories unveiled. Sony has officially announced the pricing and pre-order details for the highly anticipated Ghost of Yotei Limited Edition PS5 console bundles and accessories, offering fans a chance to own a uniquely themed piece of PlayStation hardware. The special edition console and its accompanying peripherals are slated for release on October 2nd, coinciding with the launch of the game Ghost of Yotei itself. However, eager fans won't have to wait until then to secure their pre-orders, as they are set to open much sooner, on September 4th at 10 a.m. local time. The Ghost of Yotei Limited Edition PS5 bundle will be available in two distinct colorways, gold and black. Both versions will carry the same price tag of $599.99 in the US, aligning with the standard pricing for premium console bundles. Complementing the console are custom PS5 Slim and PS5 Pro console covers, which will be available for $64.99 each. These covers offer a way for existing PS5 owners to personalize their consoles with the distinctive Ghost of Yotei aesthetic. Adding to the collection, the Ghost of Yotei Limited Edition DualSense controller will also be offered in both gold and black variants, priced at $84.99 in the US. This price point is consistent with other limited edition DualSense controllers previously released by Sony, such as the one for The Last of Us. The controller's design is expected to feature unique styling that reflects the game's theme, providing a tactile and visual connection to the Ghost of Yotei experience. Availability of these limited edition items will be global, with purchases possible through PlayStation Direct and a selection of authorized retailers. However, a specific detail regarding exclusivity has been noted. The black variants of both the console bundle and the DualSense controller will be exclusive to PlayStation Direct. Additionally, the Black Ghost of Yotei Limited Edition DualSense controller will also see a release at select retailers in Japan, broadening its availability in that region. This announcement follows a series of exciting reveals for the PlayStation ecosystem, including the performance analysis of Metal Gear Solid Delta and the enhanced features of Lost Soul aside on the PS5 Pro. The introduction of themed hardware like the Ghost of Yotei bundle demonstrates Sony's continued strategy of engaging its player base with exclusive content and collectible items that celebrate popular game releases. The dual color options and the specific retailer exclusives add an element of collectability and choice for consumers. Audience impact. Fans are already expressing significant interest in the Ghost of Yotei-themed hardware, with discussions focusing on the design aesthetics of both the gold and black variants. The limited availability and exclusive colorways are driving considerable buzz within the collector community. Will this stylish new hardware be enough to turn heads in the competitive console market? Now, let's wrap up today's biggest stories with a rapid-fire recap. Metal Gear Solid Delta faces unexpected performance hurdles on PS5 Pro. Early assessments of Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater indicate a surprising performance drawback on the PlayStation 5 Pro compared to its standard counterpart. Investigations by Digital Foundry have revealed that in certain demanding scenarios, the enhanced console actually underperforms, raising questions about optimization for the new hardware. This finding contrasts with expectations that the PS5 Pro would universally deliver a superior gaming experience across all titles. Digital Foundry's comparative analysis focused on specific gameplay segments, notably the opening jungle area of the game. While the standard PS5 and performance mode rendered at 864p and its quality mode at 1412p, the PS5 Pro's performance mode was clocked at a lower resolution of 756p. Although the PS5 Pro's PSSR upscaler is designed to improve motion clarity and handle visual artifacts more effectively, the static image quality was observed to be less sharp than that of the base PS5. This suggests that while the Pro might offer advantages in dynamic scenes, its reconstructed image fidelity in stationary moments can be a step down. More critically, the frame rate performance on the PS5 Pro lagged behind the standard PS5. Digital Foundry reported that the Pro's frame rate in actual gameplay was, on average, lower. They cited instances where the PS5 Pro dipped below 60 frames per second during gameplay, whereas the standard PS5 maintained a more consistent performance in the same areas. While the PS5 Pro demonstrates improved performance within interior environments, the outdoor jungle sections were specifically identified as experiencing a clear, unexpected downgrade. This discrepancy is particularly notable for a title that is a remake of a beloved classic and is being developed with the support of younger talent aiming to carry forward the Metal Gear legacy. The implications of these findings are significant for potential buyers of the PS5 Pro who are anticipating Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater. The game, which serves as the chronological beginning of the Metal Gear saga, is set to launch on August 28th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. The performance issues highlighted by Digital Foundry could influence purchasing decisions and raise concerns about the broader compatibility and optimization of third-party games on the PS5 Pro. The community is actively discussing these results, with many expressing disappointment and calling for further clarification from developers and Sony regarding the performance discrepancies. Audience impact. Gamers are expressing concern over the PS5 Pro's performance in Metal Gear Solid Delta, with many questioning the value proposition of the upgraded console if it doesn't consistently deliver a better experience. Online forums are alight with discussions comparing frame rates and resolution figures. It's a complex picture when it comes to next-gen hardware performance. But don't worry, we've got more exciting PlayStation news coming your way, including a look at some stylish new hardware. And that's a wrap on today's news. We saw the PS5 Pro facing performance issues with Metal Gear Solid Delta, but lost Soul aside promising stunning ray tracing and dynamic 4K+. The Ghost of Yotei limited edition console is up for pre-order with some slick new accessories. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your latest gaming updates, ring that notification bell so you never miss a video, and drop a comment below telling us what you think of today's news. You can also follow us on all our social channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.